Alright, I'm going to check my death chart really quick. So I have Mac Jones, who's an 87. I have Michael Vick, who's an 85. I think I'm going to stay with Mac Jones for the Super Bowl. I have Frank Gore, who's an 89 overall. Derrick Henry, an 84. DeAndre Swift, who's an 83. And then I have Juju Smith-Schuster, who's an 88. Justin Jefferson I have Jamar Chase, McCole Hardman, and Devontae Smith. And then for my tight ends, I have Shannon Sharp, Dallas Goedert, and Mike Kazicki. And we are in the Super Bowl. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Davis gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dean Lowry, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? It feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out in the 3rd year of a young career out of Alabama, it's Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely.
All right, so I got the ball now.
Out of high school, went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns.
I'm going to try to make sure Juju's open and Jamar Chase.
But can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
There it is.
Is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this
looking good.
That's good for 28 yards.
This is my first time playing in the Super Bowl.
And an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Jones being chased out left. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
First and goal at the 1. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mac Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And it's recorded by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap, Fields. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields now to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Fields. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now a first down throw, Fields. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Throwing to start the drive. Jones dancing to his left. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Jones flushed out right. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Justin Jefferson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Bass on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. We're just about set for our next drive, and it gives us a chance to remind you of all the goings-on in the EA Sports Madden Championship Series. It got started back in early September. Henry was your winner in the ultimate kickoff with his record 6th title. We're coming up on another big one. It's the Zero Chill Challenge that comes your way Wednesday, December the 6th. Tune in and see what the fun's all about. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the EA Madden NFL Twitch channel. Dances by him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half of play from quarterback Mac Jones. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 46 yards on the play.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Short throw, it's Higbee. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Dean Lowry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancovers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mac Jones, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Fields. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Let's take it inside his own 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
21.
They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Back to throw, Fields.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dean Lowry getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And taken at the 46. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jones off the bootleg. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.